Well, thank you, Eric. Uh, you run the Staten Island baseball team, that's right?
Correct. I am the president and one of the owners of the Staten Island FerryHawks. We're an independent baseball team in the Atlantic League.
Good. And I want to talk with you about Kelsie Whitmore, uh, a very talented woman that is playing baseball, professional baseball. And the first team that was her team is your team. So what happened there about 3 years ago? How come did your team gave her the opportunity to play?
Kelsie is an amazing person and an amazing baseball player. And I think fans in Mexico are really in for a treat getting to get to know her and watch her play. She came to us our first season. We were a new team, just starting out building a roster, and some of her representatives had relationships with some of the people in our organization and called and said, "Would you be willing to give her a tryout?" And we did. We were a new team building a roster, and we gave her a shot to play. And she played 2 years with us. At that time, she was still a two-way player. She's now become mostly a pitcher, but when she was playing with us, she was both an outfielder as well as a kind of relief pitcher.
So it was a new team when that
We were a
happened.
new team with a fresh roster and just, we held open tryouts and, she made the team.
Okay, well it's like a different situation because here the team she will play with in the Mexican League, it's have a long history, and many fans are not agree that a woman can play in a men's league. What do you think about that?
So I think they need to give Kelsie a chance. Kelsie has always wanted the chance to be treated as a baseball player, not as a female baseball player, and let her get on the field and either her talent is good enough to compete or it's not. I think that's what's really made Kelsie unique is she is a baseball player first who happens to be female. So I think the team in Mexico that's giving her a chance, good for them. She'll either succeed or fail on the field and people will see the results. And that's up to her and that team's ownership. But Kelsey's a hyper competitive athlete. She takes her craft extremely seriously. She's a great teammate. The fans love her. She was super popular. Her teammates really respect the amount of work she puts in. And either, her abilities will be up to the level to compete or they won't.
Some people think it's a danger to for her because I think she's a pitcher, and if it's not if she pitch a fastball that it's not so fast compared with the men, she can have a contusion, or maybe in a slide in home plate from a man. They say it's a danger for her. What do you think about that?
I think that's a level of thinking that hopefully we progress beyond in the world. There are plenty of baseball players who are smaller than Kelsie, but that's ultimately for Kelsie to decide whether she is willing to take the risk. She has played at high levels of baseball and has proven she can hold her own. And I think the attitude that, we have to protect Kelsie because she's a woman, like I don't think that holds anymore. Kelsie's earned the right to go out and play. And if she feels she can handle the risks that come with playing at high levels, that's her choice to make. It's not for, all of us to say she shouldn't play there no more than it is to say that, a small male shouldn't play baseball either.
No, in your experience, when she played there, nobody, I mean, about the other players, say it was uncomfortable for them.
It was one of
Nobody.
the highlights of Kelsey's stay was how supportive her teammates were. Um, at the end of the day, they see how hard Kelsie works and how seriously she takes her baseball, and they earned their respect. So, Kelsie had her own accommodation. She had her own dressing room, in the locker room when we were visiting away. But people respect that Kelsie's a worker. Kelsie's not there to just, hey, I'm a female baseball player. Kelsie's there to play baseball, and she works as hard as the men work.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Oh, it's
And
exciting. I think the fans we found our fans really responded to Kelsie, especially young women and girls. She's an incredible role model, but also for boys. Like when she would come up the bat, there'd be an energy and a buzz, in the stadium. People really root for Kelsie. She's a good person. She's a hard worker, and I'm excited to see how she does.
Perfect. I will let you know any news from here from Mexico.
All right.
And that's it. Thank you very much. I appreciate a lot your time. And
My pleasure.
Béisbol MX.